So having your block pretty close by, just set it up towards the top of your mat. We will use it for some of our practice this morning, but we're just going to start standing up to begin with. So standing with the feet probably a little bit wider than your hips really. Spread the toes nice and wide. And then here just find a little bit of movement, rock up and down on the toes. And then let the toes lift as you come onto the heels. Just finding a little bit of mobility here in the feet and the ankles. Take as many rocks as you want, rock in and out on the feet. Do whatever kind of versions of movement on your feet that feels right for you. And then finding some stillness here. Take a long inhale and lift and reach the arms all the way up overhead. And as you exhale, bring the hands back down towards center. Take an inhale, wide arms, lift and reach. And then interlacing the fingers, twist the palms up to the ceiling. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, side lean over to the right. From your side lean over to the right, begin to take it in a half circle all the way around to the left. Take it nice and slow and steady. Come to the top. Re-push the palms up high, full breath. Exhale, side lean left. And then take it in a half circle all the way around to the right. Rise and back up through center. Repress the palms a little higher. Take a breath. Exhale this time, twist to the right. And then take a fold over the right leg. Pressing the palms of the hands towards the floor, curl the chin in towards the chest. As you inhale, lift the palms of the hands all the way back to center, and then twist and turn left. Take a breath. Exhale, fold forward over the left side. Palms of the hands reaching towards the floor, curl the chin into the chest. Inhale, palms lift all the way back up to the sky. And as you exhale, open up the arms wide. Take a breath here. And exhale, wrap the arms around the shoulders. Give yourself a hug. Check on which arm's on top. And then open up the arms wide, full breath. And then give yourself a hug with the opposite arm on top. Take an inhale to open up the arms wide. Exhale to eagle, right arm on the top. Palms of the hands reaching in towards each other. Lift your eagle arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Take in a breath. Exhale, open up the arms wide. And then come into eagle arms, left arm on the top. Palms of the hands reaching in towards one another. Lift the fingertips up high. And then releasing the hands down by the sides of the body. Take an inhale, arms lift. Exhale, take a little wide chair here. So the knees stay nice and wide, the feet are nice and wide. Take a breath. Exhale, fold forward. And as you inhale, slowly roll up to the top. Reach both arms up to the ceiling, full breath. Exhale into this wide knee chair. To a forward fold. Just slowly rolling up to the top. Reach the hands overhead. Full breath at the top. Exhale to this wide knee chair so you can sit your bottom back a little more. Folding forward over the legs. Rolling up to stand. Lift and reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Wide knee chair. Folding forward. Roll all the way up to stand. Lift the hands up high. Interlace the fingers. Twist the palms. Take a side lean over to the right. Bring it all the way back through center and a side lean to the left. Come back through center, releasing the arms. Turning to face the blocks. Feet about hips distance apart. Take an inhale, lift the hands towards the ceiling and exhale, fold forward. Rest the hands on the block. Take the block at its tallest level. And from here, just going to take a standing cat-cow with the support of the block underneath your hands. So inhale in the gaze forward. Exhale, round the spine, curl the chin, curl the hips. Inhale to your cow pose, sending your bottom up towards the ceiling, your heart towards the ceiling, and then round it out through the spine. Slowly come through neutral. And as you inhale, bend the left knee and take the right arm up to the ceiling. Take the right hand to the block, bend the right knee, twist the left arm up to the ceiling. Bring the left hand to the floor, to the block, and then see if you can bring both elbows onto the block. You might need a slightly deeper bend in the knees, and see if you can relax the head between your hands and arms here. Sway the hips from side to side. And from this supported forward fold, take a hold of the block, turn the toes outwards, and then sit your bottom down onto the block. So you're coming into a supported malasana, sitting your bottom on the block here. And then take the hands towards the ankles, push the knees open with the elbows, and just hold it here for a moment, teasing those legs apart. And then take the left hand towards the back of the head, lift and point the left elbow to the ceiling, and then twist the left elbow to the right. Left elbow lifts, and then twist the left elbow to the right. Left elbow lifts, and then reach the left fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Bring the left hand towards the left ankle. Take the right hand behind the head, lift and point the right elbow to the ceiling, and then twist the right elbow to the right. Lift the right elbow, and then twist the right elbow to the left. Lift the right elbow, hold it here, and then reach the right fingertips all the way up to that top corner of the room. And then bring the right hand back towards the right ankle. From here, take a hold of your blocks, come up to stand, and take that block onto its middle level. Feet once again about hips distance apart. Take an inhale, heart reaches forward into this standing cow. Exhale to your standing cat. Inhaling through cow. Exhale to your cat. Inhale, find some neutral here. Bend the left knee, reach the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. And then see if you can run your right arm over your right ear. Twist through the waist. Maybe you can look towards the palm of the right hand. And then land the right hand on the block. Bend the right knee, twist the left arm up to the ceiling. Run the left arm over your left ear. Keep the twist through the shoulders, through the waist. And then beginning to bring the left hand towards the block. See if both elbows can come down onto the block. A little bit deeper here in your forward fold. If it's not manageable at this level, then just pick it up a level. Let the head relax here between the arms. Shake the hips from side to side. Keep those feet so they're a little bit wider than you normally would as you stand and balance. And then from here, you're going to begin to take a hold of your block, turn the toes out, sit onto the block on that mid-level. Use the arms to open up the legs. And then as you inhale, reach the left fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the left hand towards the left leg and reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Bring the right hand back towards the center, take a hold of the block, place it all the way out in front of you. Step the right toes behind the block, step the left foot back so that you can begin to push the sole of the left foot completely down on the floor. And from here, you're just going to lift and lower the back heel. Just work into that calf here on the left side. And then see if you can place the left heel firmly down on the floor and then straighten and bend the front knee. So you're working into the hamstrings here on the right. Finding that straightness through the legs, coming into pyramid pose. Just slightly pull your right hip back. Left hand stays on the block. And as you inhale, reach the right arm forward and then twist it all the way up towards the ceiling. Keep squeezing the inner thighs in towards one another. Take a breath here. And exhale, release the right hand all the way down onto the block. And then switch, left foot forward, right foot back. And then begin here to lift and lower the right heel. So you work into that right calf. Hold the right heel on the floor and begin to straighten and bend through the front knee. It's working it into your hammies. If your block needs to be higher, do take it up onto that higher level. And then holding the legs as long and straight as you can in pyramid pose. Keep the right hand on the block. Just squeeze your left hip back an inch, reaching the left arm forward. Inhale, lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Keep squeezing the inner thighs in towards each other. And then release the left hand to the block. Step the right foot forward. Fold them down over the legs. See if you can bring those elbows back down onto the block. Wiggle it out through the hips here. Letting the chin fall into the chest. And slowly here, beginning to roll all the way up to stand. Lift and reach the arms overhead. Take a breath. Exhale to your forward fold, hands towards the floor. Inhale and halfway lift. Exhale to plant the hands and step the feet back into plank. Having your block here as a marker at the front of the mat. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, begin to lower down through chaturanga. See if you can hold your shoulders at the level of your block. Take an inhale, find your back bend. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Slowly beginning to rise all the way up into high crescent lunge. Take in a breath. As you exhale, bring both hands towards the block. Place the block to the outside of the right foot. Spin the left heel down onto the floor. So you're in warrior two legs. Reach the left arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Extended side angle. Take in a breath here. And as you exhale, run your left arm over your left ear. Keep leaning the head and shoulders back. Take in a breath. Exhale, bring on the left hand all the way down onto the ground. Block to the front edge of the mat. Step back through plank. Lower down chaturanga. See if you can hold your shoulders in the same line as the block. Inhale, up dog or back, go to cobra in back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, and the left leg lifts. Exhale to step the left foot between the hands. Rise up through high crescent. Holding your body strong here in your high crescent lunge. Take a breath. Exhale, fold forward, take the block to the outside of the left ankle. Right heel on the floor, warrior two. Reaching the right arm up towards the ceiling, extended side angle. And then see if you can run the right arm over the right ear. Leaning the head and shoulders back. Push your left knee towards your left arm. Take a breath here. Exhale, bring on the right hand on the floor. Place the block to the front edge of the mat. Step back flat. Lower down, chaturanga. See once again if you can hold your shoulders in the same level as the block. Inhale your back bend. Exhale your downward facing dog. Take a long full breath in here. Pedal it up through the legs if you need. Long exhale. Inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Rise all the way up through high crescent lunge. From high crescent lunge, bring the arms out in front of you, eagle arms. Left arm over right. Take an inhale, lift the fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, release the hands to the block. Block to the outside of the right leg, left heel on the floor. Moving through triangle pose this time. Straighten it out through the right leg. Place the left hand behind the left ear almost. And then inhale, twist the left elbow to the ceiling. And exhale, twist it into the right. Inhale, left elbow lifts. Exhale to lower into the twist. Inhale, left elbow lifts. This time as you exhale, reach the left arm over your left ear. Keep leaning the head and shoulders back, opening it up through the chest. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, Begin to bend the right knee, place both hands to the floor, step it back through plank. From plank, moving through your vinyasa, shoulders in line with the block. Finding your back bend. Downward facing dogs. Pedal it out through the legs. Inhale to lift the left leg. Exhale to step the left foot between the hands. Rise up through high crescent lunge. From high crescent, take the arms forward, right elbow on top of left, eagle arms. Take an inhale, elbows lift, fingertips lift. Exhale, releasing the hands towards the block. Place the block to the outside of the left leg, right heel on the floor. Triangle pose, straighten through the left leg. Begin to take your right hand behind your right ear. And then twist the right elbow to the left. And then lift and twist the right elbow to the sky. Take the right elbow to the left. Lift and twist the right elbow up towards the ceiling. And then see if you can run your right arm alongside your right ear. Perhaps you can look in the direction of your right hand. Beginning to find a little bit more length and stretch over the right side of the waist, through the rib cage maybe. Take a breath here. And then slowly beginning to bring the right hand on the floor. Block steps to the front of the mat, step through plank, moving through your vinyasa. Finding your back bend. Downward facing dogs. Pedaling it out through the legs. As you inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Rise up, high crescent lunge. Take in a breath. Exhale, eagle arms left over right. Take an inhale, beginning to come into a stand and back bend here and lunge. Lift the elbows and reach the thumbs towards the back of the mat. As you exhale, releasing the hands to the block. Coming into your extended side angle. Maybe you're lowering your block to the mid-level or the lowest level. Left heel on the floor. Left arm lifts, extended side angle to reach the left arm alongside the left ear. Take a breath here. Exhale, straighten the front leg through triangle pose. Hold it here. Maybe you're looking towards the palm of the left hand. Stretch it out through the left side of the body. And then beginning to bring your left hand down towards the ground. Turn the left toes forward so you're coming through pyramid. And then place the left hand on the block so it's to the outside of the right leg. Lift and twist the right arm up towards the ceiling. See here if you can run your right arm over your right ear. Beautiful. Take in a breath. Exhale, release the right hand to the floor. Block forward, step back plank. Lower down, move through your vinyasa. Taking each movement nice and slowly. Lifting the hips. Shake it out here at the top in your downward dogs. And as you take your next inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale to step the left foot between the hands. Rise up through high crescent. Take a breath here, find the steadiness in the legs. Exhale to eagle, right arm on top of left. Lift on the fingertips and elbows up towards the ceiling, take a breath. And then exhale into a back bend. Reach the fingertips towards the back of the mat. And then slowly bring the hands towards the floor, take your block. Place it on that lower level to the outside of the left foot. Right heel on the floor, extended side angle. Right arm begins to lift towards the ceiling. And then taking the right arm alongside the right ear. Look towards the palm of the right hand. Feel the stretch along the ribs. And then begin to straighten it out through the left leg in your triangle pose. Holding it here, long full inhale, long full exhales. Landing the right hand down onto the floor. Turn the right foot around so you're in your pyramid pose. Your right foot might need to step in an inch or two closer to the center of the mat. And then take the right hand to the block and reach and twist the left arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Holding it here, squeezing the inner thighs in towards each other. And then beginning to release the left hand towards the floor. Step it all the way back through your plank. Lower down, moving through your vinyasa. Finding your back bend to your downward facing dog. And as you inhale, beginning to lift the right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. As you step the foot between the hands, take your block and twist into straddle pose. So you're twisting towards the long side of the mat. Take a full breath in here, lift the hands up onto the block, bring the heart forward so you're in this straddle cat-cow kind of shape. And then exhale, round it out through the spine. Bringing the head, hips and shoulders towards central. Take the left hand on the block, twist the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Take the right hand to the block and twist the left arm up to the ceiling. Bring the left elbow and right elbow down onto the blocks. And then rock from side to side, coming into a few little side lunges here. Keeping the elbows nice and low and steady here on your block. Just working through your hip mobility, your inner thigh strength. And then holding it all the way over to the right. With the left elbow remaining on the block, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. And then bring the right elbow on the block. Twist, not twist, sink over to the left. Find your lunge into the left side. Right elbow stays on the block and see if you can reach that left arm up to the ceiling. Bring the left elbow down onto the block. Shift the hips through center. Begin to see if you can reach the hands behind you. So walk them through towards the opposite side of the mat. And then rest your head onto the block here if you can. Take a deep breath in. Taking a deep breath out. Slowly walking the hands all the way back through center. And then twist yourself around to face the front edge of the mat. Step back to plank. And begin to move through your vinyasa. Finding your back bend to downward facing dogs. Take a moment here, pedal out those legs. And as you inhale, the left leg lifts. Exhale, step in the left foot between the hands. Take your block, twist into your wide-legged straddle. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Maybe you can lower your block onto a low level to what you had it on. And as you inhale, lifting onto the fingertips, heart forward, straddle cat-cow. Exhale, round it out through the spine. Coming all the way back through center neutral, left hand on the block, right arm reaches towards the ceiling. And then from here, see if you can wrap your right arm around your back, reaching towards your left hip. Keep the twist, right shoulder pointing up towards the ceiling. Bring the right hand to the block, reach and twist the left arm up to the sky. Wrap the left arm around your back towards the right hip. From here, bring both elbows down towards your block. Perhaps you've gone that little bit lower. Perhaps you need to lift it up a little bit. And then take a side lunge into the right leg. Hold it there, feel the stretch. Take a side lunge into the left leg. Take a side lunge to the right. Keep the right elbow on the block. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. And then bring the left elbow on the block. Side lunge left. Reach the right arm up towards the ceiling. Bring it all the way back through center. Coming back through your pyramid pose, see if you can walk those hands towards the opposite edge of the mat, and then let your head rest onto your blocks. You might even be able to bring that block a little bit more into the center of the mat. Holding it here, take in a breath. Long exhale. Slowly beginning to bring those hands back towards the front edge of the mat. Step back through plank and move through your vinyasa. Finding your back bend to downward facing dog. And as you inhale, the right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Rising up through high crescent lunge. From high crescent to eagle arms, left on top of right. Inhale, lift the elbows, lean back into this lunge back bend. Exhale, releasing the hands on the floor. This time the left heel, on the floor, extended side angle using the floor. If the floor is too far away, use your blocks. Take the left arm alongside the left ear. Take a breath. Exhale, extend through the front leg for triangle pose. From triangle pose to pyramid, left hand on the floor, turn the left toes forward, and then begin to lift and twist the right arm up towards the ceiling. Take in a breath here. Exhale, bring the right hand on the floor. This time walk around towards straddle. And as you walk around to straddle, walk the feet in a fraction closer and then bend the knees through Malasana. As you come into Malasana, lift the hips a little bit higher as if you were sitting on your blocks. Take an inhale here, lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, see if your left elbow can either come to your block or down onto the floor. Just looking into that a little bit of hip mobility here. Take the left elbow back by the left knee, reach the right arm to the ceiling, and then see if you can bring the right elbow towards the floor or onto your blocks. Take the right elbow back to the right knee. Hands to the floor, lift the hips. From here, spin back to the front edge of the mat, step back plank, move through your vinyasa. Arriving at the top in your downward facing dog, inhale and the left leg lifts. Exhale, step in the left foot between the hands. Rise up high crescent. High crescent, eagle arms, right on left. Inhale into this lunge back bend, reaching the fingertips behind the head. And then releasing the hands towards the floor. Left hand outside of left foot, spin the right heel down, extended side angle, right arm lifts. Again, if you need the block, use the block. Reach the right arm alongside the right ear. Take a breath here. Exhale, extend through the left leg. Coming into your triangle pose. Take a breath. Exhale towards pyramid, right hand on the floor. Right foot turns around to face the front edge of the mat. Beginning to lift and twist the left arm up to the ceiling. Take in a breath here. Exhale in the left hand to the floor, spin around into your straddle pose. Palms of the hands onto the floor, heels in, toes out, Malasana. Keep it into that slightly higher Malasana. Hold it here. And as you come into this slightly higher Malasana, begin to stick your bottom back a little bit more and reach the hands straight out in front. A little bit of strength work here. Take in a breath. Exhale, forward fold. From your forward fold, slowly beginning to roll all the way up to stand. Step the feet a little closer together. Take a breath in. Exhale. Take it into a nice deep squat. And then sit your bottom on the floor. Roll down onto your back. Take an inhale here to a full body stretch. And then exhale to crunch the knees all the way up into the chest, giving yourself a hug. Placing the soles of the feet onto the floor, the palms of the hands open wide. Twist the knees over to the right. And then twist the knees all the way over to the left. Bringing the knees all the way back through center. If you want to stay for any length of time in Shavasana, turn off your cameras, stay as you are. If you're ready to move on with your day, rock all the way up to a seat. Take an inhale, lift the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bringing the palms of the hands together, bowing your forehead into your thumbs, thanking yourself for showing up on your mat today. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.